From the Bob Mills Weather Center, meteorologist Stephen Nehrenz.
And, of course, watching that forecast closely for the weekend, not only for football, of course, that's an important reason, but for all of your Labor Day weekend plans ahead of us. Looks like there's going to be some more of that typical heat on the way, but might have to watch for some shower chances as well. We'll talk about all of that in just a second. First, live look from Bartlesville this morning. Keeping an eye, as I mentioned, on the potential for some patchy, locally dense fog to develop. It's been very localized so far. We've had a little bit in downtown Tulsa. Bartlesville, there's been a little bit close by, but again, that view right there looking just fine. The view from Jenks not looking too bad either. So in most spots, no big time visibility issues just yet. But as we go through the morning, that is a possibility. Temperatures upper 60s and low 70s. That is a cooler start than this time yesterday morning. Yesterday, we were in the low 80s for a lot of the morning, upper 70s and low 80s. So a little bit better off, but it is still quite humid. I mean, it's going to be a muggy morning, a pretty humid day, winds remaining light. So there's going to be very little breeze to cool you off once we head into kind of the heating of the afternoon. Those light winds, of course, also setting us up for that potential for some fog this morning. About 75 at 9 o'clock. If we do have fog, and again, we're not expecting it to develop everywhere, but if we do have some areas of it, by mid-morning it'll be lifting. Mid-80s at lunchtime here in Tulsa, warm and humid. And once again, notice I'm just keeping that slight chance for an isolated shower storm going for most of the day. A high of about 94 degrees this afternoon here in Tulsa. Here's how that all breaks down on future view. Still going to be some areas of clouds. Generally, the most likely area to see an isolated thunderstorm develop looks like it'd be south of I-40. Our southern counties, Pittsburgh, Latimer, LaFleur, Haskell counties seem to have the best opportunity for that, but there may also be a very brief window for an isolated shower in northeastern Oklahoma as that weak front starts to push in later today. Highs back generally in the lower 90s, once again out near Grand Lake, a little bit cooler. Heat index values near and south of Tulsa, I think still pushing near or maybe even above 100 in some spots. So still pretty toasty there. Now north of Tulsa late in the day, the drier air will be moving in. This is what the drier air helps us out with tomorrow morning. Lows in the 60s around northeastern Oklahoma. Could even be some upper 50s in the valley locations of Osage, Washington counties up towards Miami and Grand Lake. Unfortunately, southeastern Oklahoma, notice you get to Eufaula, Stickler, McAllister, you're still in the low 70s. The humidity looks like it's going to kind of hang up in our southern counties, so you won't cool off quite as much. Highs tomorrow, very similar to today, but should come with lower humidity for most of us. Speaking of which, this is looking at those dew point values on future view. Notice by late in the day, north of Tulsa, humidity starts to drop. In the metro, we're feeling that this evening and tonight. Tomorrow morning, much drier air to the north, but again, a little bit more humid to the south. So that'll be kind of the dividing line as that front kind of hangs up in southeastern Oklahoma. So again, southern counties are still going to be a little more humid tomorrow, but around the metro, we will get a little bit of a push of drier air for a day or two. 7-day forecast, temperatures holding pretty steady the next several days. Slight shower chance today, lower humidity tomorrow. Thursday should be pretty good as well. Friday and Saturday, we've got at least slight shower chances popping in there right now. We're going to keep a close eye on that, of course, for the Labor Day weekend.